What do money, gender, and race have in common? Let's talk about social constructions. Here we have these two people having an interesting agreement. Let's agree that this shiny rock is worth two sheep. And it's reasonable, I think, that the other person says, sounds fake. But then for some reason, they go along with it. And now they have this social agreement that if I give you a shiny rock, you'll give me back two sheep. So basically, the idea of money being worth something is a matter of us all agreeing that it's worth something. More generally, not just money, but what's the value of things? Why are diamonds expensive? They're actually not terribly rare. And they have some industrial uses, but maybe not as many uses as some other substances. But diamonds are expensive generally because we've agreed to consider them expensive. So these are social constructions. What other social constructs are there? Well, lots of them. They're everywhere. Gender. This is a big one. It is true that biology imposes some physiological constraints on the average person, but the way that we elaborate on those, so adding different kinds of meanings and expectations and significance to those that physiological basis, and the way we really magnify those differences and tendencies, that is entirely social. Gender is learned, it's enforced, it's collaborative in that it's something that we do together, and it's something we do, it's not something that we have. Another very significant social construction is race, which people used to think of in essential terms as you are born into a certain race and that's just what you are. But nowadays we understand that distinctions between so called races are the products of social forces, including cultural, historical, ideological, geographical, and legal influences. And as many scholars have noticed, it has been beneficial to some people in power to think of race as being an essential characteristic, but it really is a construction. And I would like to add, because I'm a linguist, I'd like to add the construction of the idea that certain ways of using language are better than others. The reality is that all language varieties, all dialects of all languages are complex. They follow rules. Speakers follow rules in their communities. And all language varieties meet the needs of their communities of speakers. So, one important thing remains to address. If all these things are social constructions, are we saying they're not somehow not real? They're just imaginary? They don't really exist? Well, no, we shouldn't say that. They exist in the sense that we all live our lives as if these things were true in the kind of objectively observable sense, in the same way as human beings have a genome. We should not think of gender as being that kind of objectively real thing. But they are real in that people have a shared expectation about how we should arrange our lives around these concepts.